Hello, here again with another review. And we're not going to wait 2 years to do this. What am I doing it now? Definitely Maybe. Debut album from Oasis. Yeah. Don't know why I did that now, boys. So, Definitely Maybe. If you watched my last video, my Morning Glory review, you'll have heard me say I prefer Morning Glory to this album by about that much. If not, maybe that much. Yeah, it's a great album. It's a fantastic debut. Probably the greatest debut of all time, in my opinion. With the Stone Roses debut. Yeah, it's another contender. So this vinyl copy I've got here is part of the Chasing the Sun collection from 2014. It was for the 20th anniversary. Last year there was a 25th anniversary edition, which was a picture disc and a coloured vinyl, I think. I didn't get it because I thought it was a waste of money, but my brother's got it. I should have brought it through from the other room, but from his room, but never mind. So this is just a standard remaster of the gatefolds. Quite like that picture. So, I've got my notepad with my facts written down. Released on the 29th of August 1994 and was recorded from December of 93 to April of 94. It was recorded in Manchester, Liverpool, London and Sawmill Studios, which is in Cornwall. That's the one that's on an island. You can only get to it by boat. And where's my Supersonic single, actually? That's got a picture, if I can get it out. No, that's fallen down. I've got a single somewhere. I should have got this out. Where the hell has that gone? Never mind, you're not seeing that today. Because that's just because the cover of the Supersonic single is taken in there. It's the 12-inch single. It's annoying me. Where's it gone? Why can't I see it? Oh, I'm not fanning on with all that. It's fell. I think it's fell through to the back of all my records. Very annoying. Anyway, it was produced by Oasis, Owen Morris, Mark Coyle and David Batchelor. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And the album debuted at #1, as did every Oasis album. They all went in at #1. And at the time, this was the fastest selling debut album of all time. I think these days it's the second fastest selling. I think it was beaten by Arctic Monkeys' debut, 2006. Worldwide, it sold 8 million copies. I think 2.1 million in the UK, but don't quote me on that. Which doesn't sound a lot, but you know, that's physical sales, which is quite a lot for physical sales worldwide, considering Oasis outside the UK don't seem to be that big, or maybe outside of Europe, I should say, and certain parts of Asia and Australia. But other than that, it's basically most of the world except Africa and America. Oh, South America, they're quite big there as well. The cover photo was taken by Michael Spencer Jones, and it was inspired by a 1966 compilation album by the Beatles, which was called A Collection of Beatles Oldies, which I haven't got on vinyl. I've been in a record store, I've held it, and for some reason I didn't buy it, and I wish I did. I think it was in Edinburgh? Yeah, I think it was a record store in Edinburgh where I've seen that. And each band member has brought something along for on the cover, which means a lot to them. There's a picture of George Best somewhere, which Bonehead picked. The TV, I think that's The Good, the Bad and the Ugly that's on it. And so on and so on. So anyway, Definitely Maybe. That's really annoying me now. Where's the hell's that Supersonic single? It must just have fell through. I should have got it out in preparation. I'm always prepared. Anyway, track by track review. Album opens with Rock and Roll Star. What a brilliantly arrogant song. Masterpiece. I just think it's brilliant how the first song on your debut album is as arrogant as Rock and Roll Star. Tonight, I'm a rock and roll star. You know, this is your first album and everyone's listening to it and thinking, who the fuck are you? You know, and you're going, I'm a rock and roll star. You know, Liam puts it best in the Supersonic, I think it's Liam, it must be, in the Supersonic documentary when he said, I think they played it in the Boardwalk in Manchester to about 20 people. And, you know, they're singing, tonight I'm a rock and roll star. You know, and it's like, there's 20 people there, like, no, you're not, you fucking dickhead. Don't know why I've made Mancunian Scouse there. There was maybe Scousers there that night. But, you know, and the fact, you know, Noel, when he was in a flat in Manchester, has wrote this on his own, probably on an acoustic guitar, declaring himself a rock and roll star. It's a brilliant song. It's a brilliant song to open concerts with as well. I don't think it was until the last tour, the Dig Out Your Soul tour, when Oasis finally started opening with this, because before that, it was often I think on the Don't Believe the Truth tour, was it the closing? No, I don't think it was. On the Familiar to Millions live album, it's the closing track of the concert, which I think is a very stupid song to close a gig with. But yeah, the last Oasis tour, they open with this. Liam opens with it, every gig he does. It's brilliant, it really is. It's just a great song. Shaker Maker comes next. So this song is interesting because they got sued for this by the Seekers for the opening line, "I'd like to be somebody else and not know where I've been," because the Seekers thought that sounded like their lyric, "I'd like to teach the world to sing." Which is, I suppose, they rhyme, but that's about it. You know, the melodies are completely different. So yeah, I know Oasis, they have plagiarised quite a lot of stuff, or Noel Gallagher has. I'm not going to deny it. I mean, the opening of "Don't Look Back in Anger" is clearly nicked directly from Imagine by John Lennon. But this one is not so obvious, really. I don't know why they got sued for this one, but hey ho. And I think Coca-Cola sued them as well. I think was it this song? Yeah, I think Coca-Cola. Was it Coca-Cola that sued them? Because then afterwards, Noel said, "We're going to drink Pepsi now," or something like that. So there we go. But the song itself is brilliant. You know, Mr. Sifter sold me songs when I was just 16, which is a record store in Manchester, Sifters. I'm only saying this because I was in Manchester the other week. And I didn't go to Sifters, wanted to, and I do want to go someday, just to say I've been. But yeah, I was in the city centre, and Sifters seems to be more on the outskirts of Manchester. But if you are ever in Manchester and you find record stores in the centre, I strongly recommend going in them. They're great. It's like a proper record store. You know, it's a great city, Manchester. Probably the best in the UK. Along with Liverpool and Newcastle. But yeah, Shaker Maker, great track. Live Forever comes next. So this is considered often Oasis's best song. Personally, it's not my favourite Oasis song. I still like it, I'm not going to lie. And pretend I don't like it. But it's not one of their greatest songs in my opinion. I don't listen to it all that often. But, you know, I don't hate it as such. And it's track 3. Noel says the reason it's track 3, I believe, is because track 3, in his opinion, is the make or break on the album. If you like track 3, you'll keep listening. If you don't like track 3, you'll turn the album off. So he thought he'd make track 3 the best song on the album, in his opinion. But, you know, it is a classic song. Yeah, it's a great song, that's to say, really. Up in the Sky. This one I'm not the biggest fan in the world of. There's an acoustic version as well of it. I think it was the acoustic version, B-side to Shaker Maker, I think. Could be wrong. But whatever. But yeah, it's an alright song. It's nothing spectacular. Columbia comes next. So this song is great. The build-up on it is great. And then that opening line, "There we were, now here we are." All this confusion. Nothing's the same to me. It's just a brilliant song lyrically. And then on the chorus, when the pair of them harmonise, when Liam's singing and Noel comes in with that high harmony, it's brilliant. I've seen Liam do this live, and it's just not the same without Noel's harmony. You know, not that it wasn't good, but it's not the same. So yeah, brilliant song. So on the vinyl version, and only on the vinyl version, Sad Song comes next. So Sad Song is sung by Noel. Liam has sung it. There is a version of Liam singing it, which didn't get released, although it was in the Supersonic documentary, which is how everyone found out about it. And then Liam has done it live. I've seen him do it live in Hull. Personally, I prefer Noel singing it. I think Sad Song, the clue's in the name. I think Noel can get emotion in his voice better than Liam when it comes to sad songs. Just because as the songwriter, Noel can obviously connect with the song better, because he knows exactly what it's about. He knows the emotions. Not to get all deep and philosophical, but I do prefer Noel singing this one, personally. But I'm not saying, I'm not going to say Liam's bad at singing it, I just prefer Noel singing it. Supersonic comes next, lead single off the album, debut single for Oasis. Need to be myself, can't be no one else. I'm feeling supersonic, give me gin and tonic. What's it to say? It's a brilliant song. I think Noel wrote it in about 10 minutes. It's a great song. Now to say, great guitar. It's brilliant. Masterpiece. Bring It On Down comes next. I don't like this song. Might get a bit of hate for that, but I don't like it. It's been described as punk. I don't mind punk, but I don't know what it is. I just don't like this song. I believe that it was what they were playing when Alan McGee found them up in Glasgow. I suppose for that reason it should be looked upon as a great song, but for me personally, it doesn't do out for me. Next comes Cigarettes and Alcohol. So the riff for this song is nicked directly from Get It On by T-Rex, but they didn't get sued because I think the reason probably is because with Get It On, Mark Bolan was accused of nicking a bit of that song from Little Queenie by Chuck Berry. So obviously then Mark Bolan probably couldn't come along and go, wow, you've nicked that from me, when he nicked it. Well, Mark Bolan couldn't anyway because he's dead. But, you know what I mean? But anyway, enough about that, because the song is brilliant. And that line, is it worth the aggravation to find yourself a job when there's nothing worth working for? I mean, what a lyric that is. It's just, you know, it's proper bouncer, if that's the right phrase. Proper good song to bounce to live. Brilliant song. Brilliant. Diggs' Dinner comes next. So a lot of people hate this song. I quite like it, actually. I think it's quite catchy. Good chorus. It's about a guy in Manchester that I knew called Diggsy. I'm sure there's a documentary about him somewhere. But yeah, it's a nice enough tune. Slide Away comes next. So, this is often considered Oasis' best song by a lot of fans. Well, This'll Live Forever. Paul McCartney, this is his favourite Oasis song. There's a little fact for you. And Nola said this is Liam's best ever vocal performance. It's definitely up there. I think Rockin' Chair and Let's All Make Believe are also really good vocals from Liam. But yeah, this song, it is brilliant. You know, it's just a great love song. You know, we're two of a kind, we'll find a way of chasing the sun. Let me be the one that slides for you. I've probably just got the lyrics all muddled up there. And then the outro, the Don't Know, Don't Care bit sung by Noel, is great. It's just a brilliant song all around, and it's probably my favourite on the album, along with Shaker Maker. And the next track, which is the closing track, Married with Children. So we'll exclude Sad Song. Married with Children is the only acoustic thing on the album. And it's just a really nice way of closing it, because all the tracks on this album are quite heavy. In terms of, they're all very rock and roll, they're all very heavy. And then to finish on, it's just a nice little chilled acoustic thing with some slide guitar in it. I think it is slide guitar at least. And yeah, the vocals, you know, and the lyrics, there's no need for you to say, I'm sorry, goodbye, I'm going home. I don't care no more, so don't you worry, goodbye, I'm going home. You know, it's just cheerio then. You know, they say, what's quite nice is they close this album with saying goodbye for Married Children, and the next album, Morning Glory, they open it with hello. Just a nice little thing that I've just thought of there on the spot. But yeah, it's a nice song. I think on Oasis' last tour, the Dig Out Your Soul tour, when the gigs finished, as the crowd were leaving, this song played over the tannoy. So yeah, it's just a nice little song. Some people don't like it. I know a few people that don't like it, but personally, me, I love it. Great tune, 10 out of 10. So anyway, definitely maybe masterpiece. Probably, along with the Stone Roses debut, the greatest debut of all time. 10 out of 10. What is there to say? If you don't know it, and you've never heard it, same thing as I said with definitely with Morning Glory. You're only British if you've heard this. And again, I probably shouldn't say that. Anyway, that's all I've got to say, because with that is all the Oasis albums now reviewed at long last. It's only taken me nearly 2 years to do it, and we finally got there. Plus, I've now reviewed up to now all of Noel Gallagher's stuff. Obviously, the more, as he puts out more stuff, I'll review that. Same with Liam's solo stuff, I'm up to date with all that. When he puts out more, I'll review that. I haven't done BDI yet, I am going to do it at some point. Yeah, probably, I want to do other things before I do BDI. But yeah, but for definitely maybe, itself, this review, 10 out of 10, masterpiece. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.